Alize Cotton Gold color 87, and I will use 2 sizes of crochet hook, 3.75 millimeter for the body and 3.25 millimeter for the cuffs. I will start with the bigger hook and I will chain 68 plus 1, so that's a total of 69 chain stitches. So skip the first chain and go to the second, single crochet at the back loop or the back bump. One single crochet in each chain. This is the last single crochet. I have here a total of 68 single crochet stitches. This is going to be the pattern. This is for my size, small size. This is the front, this is the back, and this is the sleeves. So I will work 11 stitches here and then V. When you get to the end, always turn your work the same way, like turning a book, like turning the pages of a book. Instead of making chain 2 or chain 3 at the start of each row, I'm going to make a stacked single crochet so that we will have so that I can create a seamless edge. So insert the hook in the first chain, in the first single crochet, work single crochet on top of each other, insert your hook here, and create another single crochet. Okay, so that's the first stitch, considered the first double crochet, and then work 10 more double crochet. Okay, here's 11 double crochet stitches, and we're going to work the V stitch. In the next stitch, create a double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the same space. That's your V stitch. And then work 10 double crochet in the next. One, 2, 3. This is the 10th double crochet. And then in the next stitch, work a V stitch, 1 double crochet, chain 1, and work another double crochet in the same space to create the V. Okay, so this is the sleeves. Okay, next work 22 stitches. This is the back. One, 2, 3, 22, and then in the next stitch, create a V stitch, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same space. Then next, this part of the sleeves, make 10 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 10, and then create the V-stitch. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch. And then the front panel, make 11 double crochet. 1, 2, 10, and 11 in the last stitch. I'll show you how it looks like so far. This is the back, the sleeves, and this is the front panel. Okay. The next rows and the succeeding rows will be repetitive. Okay, turn your work and then start the row with a stacked single crochet. Okay, so that's considered our first double crochet. I'd like to put a marker so I don't get lost. And then work 1 double crochet in each stitch, and when you get to that V-stitch part, create another V-stitch there. I'll show you. This is the V-stitch, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the V-stitch space, and then continue to work 1 double crochet in each stitch. This is my progress. I'm in the 5th row, so there will be an increase for every row. The front will increase by 1 for every row. I started with 11. The next row has 12, 13, and so on. And the shoulder will increase by 2 stitches for every row. So this first row has 10, 12, 14, and so on. And so is the back, 2 stitches increase for every row. Again, the front panel increase of 1 stitch for every row. Shoulder, 2 stitches for every row. And the back, 2 stitches also for every row. I have here finished up to row 28. This is how it looks like after row 28. I'm currently doing row 29. I'd like to show you how to connect, how to join the arms right there. So just to give you an idea, I'm after this size. This is the first one I made. This is the prototype. Okay, so I am working on this part. Okay, just to give you an idea on how big this is. The body, it's about 16.5 inches. That's about 42 centimeters wide. The sleeves, almost 7 inches. That's about 18 centimeters. Join the arms. One double crochet in the chain one space, in the V space there, and then I will chain 4. And I will connect the chain in the next V. Okay, like this. Okay, connect in the V, in the next V with a double crochet. And then continue, work 1 double crochet in each stitch. If you think this is very wide for you, then you can skip the chain 4 and continue just with double crochet. You can skip the chain 4. But I want a bigger armhole and I want a wider body, so I added chain 4. Okay, and then just continue working double crochet across until you get to the next to the other arm. And I've reached the other end. I will double crochet in the V stitch and then chain 4, and I will connect this to the other, to the next V to join and or to connect the arm. This will be the sleeve. 1 double crochet in the V stitch and then continue with 1 double crochet in each stitch. This is the armhole. Okay, don't be confused. Okay, this is the armhole. This is where we're going to attach the sleeves. So continue to work and then go back and work at the body up to here and then go back, go back and forth. I reached the end. Now I'm turning the work, and I will work stacked single crochet in the first stitch, and then 1 double crochet in every stitch across. I'm at the chain 4. I will continue with 1 double crochet in each stitch. And then continue. This is already the back part. Okay, let me show you this. This is the shoulder and the armhole, and this is part of the body. Okay, so continue. Add rows up to your preferred lengths. I have here completed up to row 50. The length is 18 inches. That's 46 centimeters. The width is 18 inches, 46 centimeters as well. So you can adjust the length depending on how long you want it to be. This one is a bit short. It's like a crop, but longer than a crop top. Okay, next. I will create single crochet stitches around, okay, up to here. Chain 1, create 1 single crochet in each stitch across. Okay, that's the last single crochet. Next, I'm going to work on the ribbing, the bottom ribbing. First, I'll change to a smaller hook size, 3.25 millimeter. You can, this is kind of hard to find. You can go use 3 or 3.5. Okay, just use a smaller hook for this. And the length of the ribbing will again depend on your preference. I will chain 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I will skip the first chain. Let me zoom in a little. Okay, skip the first and I will work in the second chain, single crochet in every chain, 2, 3, 9. So that's 9 single crochet, and then slip stitch, in the next 2 stitches slip stitch. So you are going to skip the first 2 slip stitches and work in the 3rd stitch. Single crochet in the 3rd stitch. Just the back loop only. Seven, 8, 9. At this point, you can insert the hook in the back loop only or in both loops. I will insert in both loops. And then next row, chain 1 and turn your work. Single crochet in every stitch at the back loop only. 8, 9. You will have 9 stitches from here on in every row, and then slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. I hope you can see. 1, 2 slip stitch. 1, 2. Then turn your work. And skip the first 2 stitches and work single crochet in the 3rd stitch. 2, 3, 8, 9. Just continue. Again, chain 1 and then single crochet in every stitch at the back loop only. This is the last row of the ribbing. Slip stitch. Now I will work on the sleeves, and I'm switching back to the bigger hook size, and I will begin here. This is the 4 extra stitches that I added. Attach the yarn. chain 2. You can work chain 2 or chain 3, but under the arms I'll be working chain 2 at the start of every round, and then work a double crochet in the next stitch. And in this part, in this where it connects, I'll work 2 double crochet stitched together. And I'll be doing that in the other side later. I will put a marker so I will remember. And the rest, work 1 double crochet in each stitch. This is the V stitch. I'll work 1 in the chain 1 space, and then 1 double crochet in each stitch. I have worked there around, and I am in the V stitch. This is the chain 1 space of the V stitch, and then this is the part again that I will work a double crochet, 2 double crochet together. This is the last 2. And then slip stitch into the second chain. Okay, and then start the next round, chain 2, and then you have to turn your work the opposite side. Remember, alternate work. So this is the wrong side, right side, wrong side. Okay, and then just work 1 double crochet in each stitch. Work until you reach the length that you need for the sleeves. Okay, just work, continue. And once you reach the length that you need, we can start the cuff. I have short arms. From the neckline to the sleeve to the cuff, that's 22 inches, about 55.5 centimeters. And this is a wide cuff. I wanted to make it loose, 19.5 centimeters or 7.5 inches. To fit the size of my wrist, I need to work 2 single crochet together. So this will depend on the size, the circumference of your wrist. For me, for this project, this is how I do it. Chain 1. I'm going back to the smaller hook size. That's chain 1 and then single crochet 2 together. I will put a marker. That's how I will reduce the size of the cuff, and then I will add the ribbing. Then slip stitch into the first stitch. So now the cuff is smaller. Let's see, 12 centimeters, 4.5 inches. Okay, next we're going to work the ribbing. Again, it's a smaller hook size. Same as this, we're going to work something like this, but just a bit different here. Work chain for how long you want the cuff to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's about this will be 6 centimeters. Okay, and then skip the first chain and work in the second. Work 1 single crochet in each stitch. If you have 12 chains, then you will end up with 11 stitches. And then slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. And then turn. And then start at the third stitch. Skip the 2 slip stitches. Work in the third. At the back loop only. Okay, 11. This time, instead of putting the hook in both loops, I will continue at the back loop only. because if you insert the hook in both loops, then it won't be as stretchable. This one I insert both in both loops. It's less stretchable, but in the cuff I want it to be stretchable so I can insert my hands. Then just continue just like how we did it here. Okay, chain one, then turn your work and work at the back loop only. One single crochet at the back loop only. Again, slip stitch in the next two stitches. And then turn. And then work in the third stitch. Okay, skip the two slip stitches. And then in the third stitch, continue with single crochet stitches. So this is 10 and then 11, still at the back loop only. Okay, just continue. I'm working on the last row. And now I'm going to join the two sides together with a slip stitch. I'll work at the back loop only. Weave in the yarn tail. Next, I'm going to work on the collar. I will also put ribbing around the neckline. Attach the yarn. And then chain 12. Skip the first chain and then work single crochet. So we will end up with 11 single crochet. 1, 2, 11, and then slip stitch in the next two stitches. 1, 2, and then turn, and then skip the two slip stitches and single crochet in the back loop only, beginning in the third stitch. And in the last stitch, I will insert the hook in both loops, same as the ribbing at the bottom here, same as the bottom ribbing, because I don't want it to be stretching too much. Unlike in the sleeves, the cuff, it has to be stretchy. That's why here in the sleeves, I worked at the back loop only. Okay, so continue with the pattern. Chain one and then turn, and then single crochet at the back loop only. Continue to work until you get to the other end. Then cut the yarn, and then weave in the yarn tail. I'm done working with the collar. Now I'm going to work on the front trim. I will begin here at the bottom part, then go up. Attach the yarn at the corner. Chain one, and then work one single crochet in each stitch. I insert the hook in both loops. And then when I get to this part, because this is double crochet, I will work 2 stitches. Start here, 1, and then 1 again. Try to work evenly. In this part, since this is handmade, I don't expect perfectly even stitches every time. Now sometimes I need to undo a few stitches, and other times I add some stitches. This way I can avoid blocking the project, which I personally find time consuming. Okay, check if the trim is straight. So far, so good. So that's 2 single crochet in each double stitch. This is the collar. Okay, when you get to the end, you're going to work back across. This is the first row. I will create 4 more rows for a total of 5 rows. Start the row with chain 1 and then single crochet in each stitch. Insert hook in both loops. Okay, work the same on the other panel. Okay, I will continue to work up to 5 rows and then I will do the same in the other panel and I'll get back to you later. I'm finishing the last row. Okay, I'll weave in the yarn tail and then I'll show you the finished product I made. And this is the finished project. All in all, I used 4 skeins of this yarn with this extra. This is from the 4th skein. And just to show you the size, the finished size is 18.5 by 21 inches. And the sleeves are a bit loose. It's 7.5 when measured flat. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And please consider joining this channel so you can have access to members only videos and early access to members first videos. Thank you everyone and see you again in my next tutorial. Bye bye.